This is Tim Bryce with my column entitled, What Are Your Rights, or Is It Wrongs? The Declaration of Independence was the first of our governing documents indicating the types of rights Americans possess and where they came from. It said, "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness." Here the Founding Fathers suggest such rights are heaven sent, that they represent the fundamental rights God intended man to have. The U.S. Constitution goes a step further with its accompanying Bill of Rights, where our Founding Fathers spelled out our rights as citizens. It initially included 10 amendments specifying our rights such as freedom of speech and religion, the right to bear arms, to be free of unreasonable search, a right to a speedy and public trial, a trial by an impartial jury, a right to confront witnesses, and more. There is now a total of 27 such amendments, with the exception of the 18th prohibiting the manufacturing of alcohol, which was repealed in 1933 by the 21st Amendment. Interestingly, many Americans believe they have more rights, which they do not. Because of naivety and laws enacted to support welfare, Americans believe they are entitled to such things as the right to a job. Many young people today believe they are entitled to a job following completion of their education. Just because you possess a college degree does not entitle you to a job. The right to a promotion or raise. Regardless of the time you work for a company, you are not entitled to a promotion. Normally, this depends on the work ethic you have exhibited as an employee and available financial resources. The right to a second chance. In business, if you make a mistake, rarely are you allowed a do-over. It is therefore necessary for you to try and do a professional job as much as possible. Although some bosses may be lenient, particularly if you are a newbie in the company, one mistake may cost you your job. Also remember, 3 strikes and you're out. The right to higher education. The harsh reality is higher education is a privilege, not a right. Whereas primary and secondary education is paid for by the taxpayer, higher education runs more like a business, and as such must be paid for by the individual, not the public. In most states, you must attend school until you are 16 years of age. After that, it is optional. For those with no interest in school or disrupt the harmony of the school for others, I suggest they be discharged immediately, as they are not only wasting their time, but that of the teachers and administrators, not to mention the other students. Forcing them to attend school is detrimental to education. The right to free stuff. The welfare system was originally designed as a safety net to help people should they fail in business or become impaired. Unfortunately, many people abuse the system as opposed to going back to work. They know all of the quirks in our system, whereby they enjoy all of the perks government is willing to provide, such as housing, food, transportation, health care, cell phones, daycare services, and more. Such people no longer are grateful for such generosity, but feel they are entitled to it. The truth is, the government provides a helping hand, but the person must endeavor not to become a ward of the state. They must become a responsible member of society, lead a meaningful and productive life, and enjoy the benefits of freedom, not slavery. The right to do whatever we want. We have defined a multitude of laws and regulations for everything from minor infractions to major indiscretions. Nevertheless, there are people who believe such rules do not apply to them. As such, they feel free to rob, steal, cheat, slander, murder, intimidate, commit bodily harm, and so on. These are certainly not freedom fighters, but rather common criminals, which can be found throughout our social strata. The right to become citizens. If you're willing to come to this country legally, follow its rules, speak the language, and willing to take the test and naturalization oath of allegiance, then yes, you have the right to become a citizen. All others, no. The right to vote. If you are 18 years of age or older, have registered to vote, and can prove your identity at your voting precinct, yes, you have the right to vote. Actually, I would like to see this expanded, that the voter has passed a certification test of some kind, such as the test taken by immigrants wanting to become citizens. We also have the right to like or dislike people, places, and things, believe or reject what people say, and enjoy or reject simple pleasures such as the movies, music, art, food, and so on. The truth is, in America, we only have a handful of rights. Most are fabricated by our popular culture and the media. Entitlements are certainly not rights. Our most precious and fundamental rights are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as endowed by our Creator. To deny the existence of the Creator is to deny these fundamental rights. Friends, keep the faith. This is Tim Bryce in Palm Harbor, Florida. Follow me on the internet at timbryce.com.